and I consulted with some mentors, and I stepped out in 2000, and I've been on my own, like I said, since 2000.
And first of all, congratulations, man. Being
Yeah,
on 23, no, 25 years in business, man, on your own, man. That's real.
yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah,
We want to talk. We talk often, LaRon, about experience and confidence and understanding when it is time to step out on your own, right? So, you're working for these companies, you're getting the experience. Okay, you don't like some things that are going on, right? Some things are not to your liking, but most people will choose to say, okay, how much am I making? Is it, am I making a good amount? Do I have trajectory to climb the ladder, right? Am I willing to now jeopardize all of that to step out on my own and start my own thing, right? Can you tell us a little bit of the mindset as far as like that's your first time being an entrepreneur? What made you just finally just make that decision to say, I don't care what it looks like over here. I need to be on my own. I need to do this for myself.
yeah, it was really organic, Chad.
Okay.
I was doing really well, man, making
Right.
a nice salary, nice bonuses, company
Right.
car, expensive.
Right. See, right.
And at the time, if I worked 3 hours a day, it was a lot.
Right.
Meaning with that particular company. But again, I was working very smart. So I knew I had to work a couple hours late at night. So I would go 11 o'clock at night to see ER physicians. I would be there first thing in the morning at shift change. So those 2 shifts of 2 hours apiece, that was really my work day. The rest of the day I was building, whether it was a Jazzy Summer Nights concept or business form concept. But the real, I just didn't want to make another pivot, man, where I was working for someone else. And I thought I had enough bones in the city. And that's when we started Jazzy Summer Nights in 2000. We started the African American Business Forum. So I had those 2 anchor events and had the opportunity to meet the events planner for the NAACP. And she brought me on to manage and produce the national convention. So in 2000, when I transitioned, I just started Jazzy Summer Nights. I had the business forum and I had the NAACP convention. But I didn't pay myself a salary for a year, man. All the money went back into building the company. But fortunate to have that 3-piece Jazzy, the business forum, and NAACP. And then from that, we got the National Urban League, and it just kept, blessings kept coming, and we just kept moving forward.
That's fire, man. I would love to ask you, man, 1 year, people don't understand what that type of sacrifice is like.
Right.
Not being, it sounds good until you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
When you know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, I was very fortunate. I didn't have a lot of bills. I had saved some money. And I just, I was living for that company, man. I had the desire. I could maintain the lifestyle that I had, and was just very fortunate to be able to do that and to make that sacrifice. But it was really an investment in myself, and then what I thought would be a good platform for not only the city, but for what we were doing as a company.
Fire, man. I'm curious, man. What's the best in 25 years in business? We're in year 3 of our business with OTB Digital, right? So we have a marketing agency, right? So I'm curious, man. What was the best business decision you made and why? And what was the worst business decision you made and why?
Well, let me start with the latter. The worst business decision. I went and had the, audacity, which you have to have when you're in business, to bring a concept to Prince George's County, and it was a major, major, major flop. Probably the lowest point I was in 13, 14 years within my company. Lost close to $3 million cash and had to really start back from zero.
Shit. $3 million in cash?
$3 million?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like 2.7, something like that. But it's also gave me a clarity on how to run my business more efficiently and who to put my trust in. You got to have collaborators.
There you go.
You have to have great discernment. I had been doing big events around the country, but it's all about location. It's about partners. So that learning opportunity is what I call it, position me to build relationships now with Preakness, with Cordish, with larger entities, and realize that the collaborators have to have as much at stake as you do for it to be a real mutual collaboration, right? I can't have more skin in the game than you do all the time. I may at some point, and then you may at some point, but I look at Prince George's as a great learning opportunity. And again, made me sit with decisions, take accountability. I never blamed anyone. It was, and I could blame a lot of folks, but ultimately it was my decision and my place to take accountability for what happened. And then move forward, man. You put your head down, you sit,